welcome back to the channel. You guys need to know this before we start today's video. I am incredibly tired right now. I did not have a good night's sleep last night. I just got in my head about sleep. Does that happen to anyone else? Like sometimes you get anxious about not being able to fall asleep and then you can't fall asleep because you're anxious about not being able to fall asleep. That's what happened to me last night. And the sad thing is that I knew it was gonna happen because I was having a conversation with my mom on the phone about sleep, and we were just talking about how important it is and how like, you know, how sometimes it gets thrown off and like you have to try and rearrange and your body has to recalibrate and all of these things to get back on schedule. And as we were having this talk, I was like, oh, tonight's gonna be one of those nights where because I've had this conversation, I am now going to be anxious about sleep. And that's what happened. I was tossing and turning all night. I think I probably got, like I did get some sleep. If I hadn't, I would not be filming right now. And I would not have put on makeup. But so I did get some sleep, but I'm just like very tired. So we're gonna take today pretty easy. We're just gonna chill, but I'm still gonna do the stuff that I wanted to do today. I think getting some vitamin D, going to the ocean, all of those things are gonna help to relax me for tonight. Because what typically happens when this happens to me is that it'll last a couple days because I'm gonna be anxious about sleep for the next few days. So I'm gonna try and just take it easy today and do a couple things. Yeah, I wanna go for like a little walk along the beach. I wanna go to a bookstore. There's also a new Sézane store in San Francisco that I've been meaning to check out. I just haven't because I don't know. I just haven't. But I do want to see what they have. I'm not like going on a shopping spree or anything, but I just want to go in it. It's just like, you know, it's a vibe. Also, is it pronounced Sézane or Sézane? Because I've heard both ways and I never know. I've said Sézane this entire time, so if I'm wrong, please let me know. Obviously, I'm not French, so if it's Sézane, like Sézane with a French accent, then maybe I'll start saying that, but whatever. There's a Sézane store that I want to go to. One of my followers actually was saying that they did a pop-up in her city, and I was like, oh, it reminded me that I haven't been to the one in San Francisco. So I want to go there and do a little bit of just like a casual, take it easy sort of day by the coast. I'm not sure if I'm technically calling this one a coastal diaries because I'm not like spending a whole bunch of time by the coast today, but at the same time, I feel like one of the things I love about San Francisco is the fact that it is a city on the coastline, and I think that that's really cool. And I love San Francisco for that. I don't know if I would call this a coastal diaries. As you can see, my brain is not completely functioning because I have not had the amount of sleep that I need for it to function correctly. We're gonna just hang out by the coast. We're gonna just bop around, do a little shopping, and oh, there's also a recipe that I saw on Pinterest that I really wanna try to make. It is a ginger snap crust pumpkin pie. I'm not even a huge pumpkin pie person, but I saw this picture. You know when you see pictures on Pinterest that just like speak to you? This is that picture for me. I don't know why, but I just saw it and I was like, oh, I want to make that. Like, I want to try and make that. And it's a ginger snap pumpkin pie by Allison Roman. You know what else I love is when you discover you think you discovered someone and then you go to their Instagram and they have like 1 million followers already. I always think that's so funny, and it happens to me all the time because I'm not like super active on Instagram, but I am pretty active on Pinterest. Like I love Pinterest, and I'll find these recipes and then I'll be like, oh wow, like good for her, she had a good recipe. And then I'll go to her Instagram and it's like someone who has like a cookbook and like 1 million followers, and I'm like, huh, what do you know? Never heard of this person before. But anyways, I want to try and make that ginger snap pumpkin pie because we are testing recipes for Thanksgiving, probably for the next like week and a half. So I want to do that. What else did I have on my little list of things that I wanted to do today? Hold. Oh yeah, that was it. I want to go to Sézane. See, now I'm like in my head about how to pronounce it. I want to go to Sézane. I want to go to some bookstores. Oh, there's a couple books actually that I want to get. I don't know if I told you guys that I finished Listen for the Lie. I think I talked about it on this channel. I finished it, and probably my favorite book I've read this year, which is not hard because I've only read 3, I think, which is such a shame, such a shameful thing to say. Don't judge me. It was a hard year, okay? I think it's my favorite book. Actually, okay, fine. I will say it's my favorite book that I've read between this year and last year, because last year I read a lot more. And Listen for the Lie was so, so good. Like, I was such a fan of the underlying meanings. I was such a fan of the ending. Like, I feel like it was an ending that I finally felt like, finally, like I got a good ending, you know? I really liked it. I give it 10 out of 10. It was really, really good. So I'm looking for a new book, and I saw these two on TikTok that this one person, her name is Cozy with Alyssa, she recommended, and I automatically saved them because if someone else recommends it, then I'm like, okay, like, it's probably decent. And then, well, the other thing was a lot of people were co-signing the recommendations in the comments. So the first one is Every Vow You Break by Peter Swanson, and then the second one is Local Missing Woman by Mary Kubica. So I'm gonna try and find those two books and get started on my next read, because I have the next 2 months off before I start my new position in January, and I am really excited because I am gonna be working at another flower shop for a couple days throughout December. But for the most part, I'm just gonna be chilling, resting, creating, baking, and I'm so excited. But I am starting a new job in January, which I talked about that over on Patreon. So if you wanna know more about that, that's where that information is. But until then, I'm just gonna be chilling. So let me go. Let's go to the city. Let's have a bit of a reset day. Something else I need to do is get some fresh flowers for the house because I'm pretty much out. My bittersweet is still doing well, but I need to get some flowers for our bedroom and the kitchen. So we're gonna have a fun day. I'm actually kind of excited now. And to be determined if I end up getting a coffee, because I'm worried that if I get coffee, I won't be able to sleep again tonight. But if I don't get coffee, I'm just gonna be tired all day. So I don't know. TBD. Let's go. Okay, I just sprinted back to my car because I saw the little ticketing meter guy handing out tickets. And I don't know how, but somehow I managed to not get a ticket even though my meter expired. So I'm taking that as a sign that it's time to go. And we're gonna head over to the beach now, even though it's very windy and kind of gloomy, but I still wanna go. Just have a little beach moment. So we're gonna do that. Everything was a success. As you guys saw, I did get some things from, how did she say it in the store? She did not say Sézane in the store. She said like Sézane. I think she said Sézane. Still have no idea how to pronounce it. Jury is still out. I got a sweater and a scarf from Sézane. I'm really happy about that. And then I went into Veronica Beard just because I have one pair of thrifted Veronica Beard jeans that I really, really love. And so I was like, oh, I'll take a peek. And they had that really cute dress, but looked kind of frumpy on me because it was a little too big. It was a size 2, so I asked if they had a 0 and they did not, but they said they have it online, so maybe I'll try and get it online. But I feel like I'm trying to figure out what to wear for Thanksgiving, and I feel like I have a few Thanksgiving dress options, so I don't know if I don't think it's necessary for me to get a dress, but it was really pretty. I really liked the print. It just looked a little frumpy because it was a little bit too big, so I couldn't really get like the full like idea of what it would look like on me. But anyway, I'm gonna head to the beach now. I also went into a cute little bookstore, but they didn't have either of the books I was looking for. I fear I might have to order them online, which is unfortunate because I like supporting local bookstores. I might go to one more that's closer to my house and see if they have either of the books. But yeah, this was a success. This little like shopping moment was. I kind of want to go back into that gift shop though. They had some really cute ornaments, but like, tell me why one ornament was $22. I felt like that was a bit excessive. It was literally just like a little ball ornament for $22. Am I tripping, or is $22 for like one ornament kind of a lot? Even if it was $22 for 2 ornaments, I'd be more like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So $22 for one ornament, and I was kind of like, it's cute, but $22 cute? I don't know. But it was a cute store, so I do want to come back before the end of the season because I want to do maybe a little bit of holiday shopping there. Here's the thing. I don't want to do too much like buying things for the holidays. I want to do like for gifting. I want to do a lot of baking and crafting for the gifts that I'm giving out this year. But that store was really cute. So I don't know. We might have to go back and get maybe a couple trinkets. Maybe just a couple trinkets. I don't know. Anyways, let's go to the beach. Tell if the beach is closed. There's like some people that are on the beach, but not that many. I think that the tide is just high, and so not a lot of people are out right now, but like there's a couple people on the beach, but like not that many. I wonder if there's like a tsunami warning I don't know about. My mom's always mad at me for not checking the forecast before I come out to the water, but I feel like there has to be some, because like there's not really anyone out here. Look. Like, there's a couple people over there, but generally speaking, it's pretty dead. Pretty dead. I'm gonna take that as a sign that I should probably leave. Not sure, but I'm glad I got to see the water. Hello, it is the next day. Yesterday was so much fun. I'm still tired, but yesterday was a lot of fun, just kind of gallivanting around. But I didn't get to show you guys what I got from Sézane. And I also got something else for my pumpkin pie that I'm excited about. I don't know in what world, honestly, like I really it really boggles my mind how influencers are able to film entire videos in one day, or like make it seem like it's one day, because it's like it gets dark at 4. Like how are you doing this? I'm always curious about that. So yeah, a lot of my videos are filmed across multiple days because there's just no way I could do so much in just one day. But anyway, today we are going to be making that pumpkin pie, which I'm really excited. I went and picked up my groceries, so I have everything that I need. And I also wanted to show you guys what I got from Sézane. Sézane. I wanted to show you guys what I got, but first, look how cute the bag is. Look at this. It's such a pretty bag. I love the color. It's just this like beautiful sort of like paisley print. I love when things are packaged beautifully. Like that makes me really happy. I want to show you guys what I got because it was such a successful trip. I didn't intend actually to buy anything really, but sometimes things just speak to you. Again, look how beautifully it's wrapped. Like the attention to detail we love. The first thing I got is this sweater, and the reason why I got it is because I do not have a sweater in this color. Like I don't have a single wine burgundy colored sweater in my closet. So I was like, oh, okay, this one I really like. And when I tried it on, as you guys saw, it just immediately felt right. Some of the other pieces I was like, I don't know about this. I'm not really sure if it's the right like fit or whatever, but this was perfect from the jump. So I was really excited about it. And then I actually had this scarf saved on their website, and I was kind of toying with whether or not I wanted to get it. And then when I saw it in the store, I was like, oh, there it is. And I love it because again, I don't have anything like this in my closet. And I love this. I love this pattern. I love the color. It just looks so nice. So I'll try on the sweater and the scarf for you, but I also wanted to show, so at the little candy store that store was so cute. I will be going back. They had ginger snaps, which I was excited to find because I wanted to buy some ginger snaps for my pumpkin pie, and I wasn't sure where I was gonna get them. The only place that I knew for sure had ginger snaps is Trader Joe's, and I'm not really much of a Trader Joe's shopper. So when I went into that cute little candy store and I saw that they had these ginger snaps, I was like, oh, that's perfect. I will use these for the crust of my pie. So I'm really excited about that. It was such a fun day, honestly. If you guys are in the Bay, Fillmore Street in San Francisco has amazing shopping. It really does. And it's so cute. And it was so like, I don't know, it was so cute and festive yesterday. But anyways, let me show you the sweater and the scarf, try it on one more time, and then we are going to bake our pumpkin pie. Full disclosure, I've never baked a pumpkin pie before in my life, so we'll see how this goes. Here's the sweater. I got it in the size medium. I typically don't get things in medium size, but this is like the perfect sort of, it's not oversized, but it's kind of the perfect medium. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's like perfect. And I think on camera, when I was filming in the store, I think it was showing up a bit more red. You can tell with this camera that it's a bit more of that like burgundy wine color, and I love that. So I'm really excited about this sweater. I'm really happy about it. And then I got this scarf as well, which like, so cute. I just love it. I think it's so precious. So I'm excited about my purchases. I feel like they were definitely worthwhile, and I'm excited to wear this throughout the holiday season. Oh, also, they gave me, which is funny because I already have this, but they gave me this cute little tote, and it says Bonjour San Francisco. And I already have one, but I don't have one that says San Francisco, and this one's much nicer and cleaner than my other one, so I'm excited about that. But it's super cute, and I will definitely be going into the Sézane here again because everyone was so nice. They had such a great selection, and I'm really happy about what I got. So that's that. I honestly I hesitate to do like clothing hauls because I never really buy that many things in one sitting. You know, like I just bought like a scarf and a sweater, so it almost kind of feels, I don't know, I feel like when I watch videos where influencers are doing like clothing hauls, they always have like 5 to 10 pieces, and I don't have that many pieces. I usually don't get that many things in one sitting, so I'm sorry if this is lackluster or underwhelming, but I am very excited about my purchases. So I'm gonna go into the kitchen and we're gonna start working on this pumpkin pie. So my pie is in the oven. I think I might have put too much of the custard in the pie dish because it's taking a lot longer to cook through than the instructions said. You guys could probably tell when I was pouring it, I like had a little bit more custard than I did pie crust. So we'll see how it turns out. We'll see what happens. I'm not tripping off of it. It's gonna be fine. I didn't want to waste the custard because if I only used as much as was like would fit in the pie dish, then I would have like, I don't know, a cup of custard left over and not know what to do with it. So I just poured all of it in, and it's taking a really long time to bake. But I figure while that's baking, I'll go ahead and chat a little bit about my decision to leave the flower shop and why I came to that decision and what is next for me. I did talk about this on Patreon at length, but obviously I understand not everyone wants to join my Patreon, not everyone has the means, so I want to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on, especially because so many of you have followed along with my work as a florist and in flowers and everything. So I figured I would just give a high level overview of what went on and what led to me making my decision. So it's really nothing nefarious. It's nothing too crazy. It was just a matter of myself and my husband sitting down and having a few conversations about our future, what we want in the next year, in the next 5 years, and what we need to do in order to accomplish some of those things. We live a pretty modest life. We live in an apartment. I have my car paid off. My husband's car was paid off until it got stolen. And then he had to get a new car. We don't really go on super lavish vacations. Most of our vacations are local, mostly because I don't like to fly. I don't like airports. I don't like airplanes. I don't like traveling really, if I don't have to. So I would say we live a pretty modest life, I guess. With that being said, that doesn't mean that there isn't still room for goals and dreams that we both have. In one of my last videos, I went around and I was looking at open houses and things because we were starting to think about, okay, our parents are getting older, we're gonna want more space for them eventually and all of these things. And there's a very real implication that comes along with that, and that is that in California, like, you kind of have to be a 2-income household in order to accomplish certain things. There's just like no real way around it. And so if we want to purchase a house, want to do something big like purchase a house or purchase a flower shop of my own, we just have to make more income as a couple and jointly. So we had this conversation, and we kind of came to the agreement that we were going to start working towards these bigger goals. And then in September of this year, I started applying to jobs kind of like randomly, and I wasn't really hearing anything back. I think the job market's kind of crazy right now. There's not like a lot going around, so I wasn't hearing anything back, but I kept sending things in, and then I got a little bit more intentional about it around in October, and I was just like, okay, this is what I'm looking for, this is the salary that I'm looking for, these are the benefits that I'm looking for, and I applied to several positions that I was interested in, and I ended up getting this job. So I'm really excited about it. And I mean, I have to say, like, as someone who's a creative person, you're always kind of working with that balance of like being a creative and then making like a livable wage. And that's something that is, you know, there's, and I think I said this in Patreon, like on my Patreon video, the trope of the starving artist is there for a reason. Like, it is difficult to be an artist, to be a creative, and also be able to provide for yourself, and especially if you're not doing it at like a super high and professional level. And so being able to be creative and make an income is just something that I've always struggled with balancing, and getting this position has been really, you know, has been a blessing because I will be able to do both of those things. So I'm really happy about that. But there was nothing crazy that happened at the flower shop. I mean, there was some interesting stuff with a coworker that I will tell that story on Patreon. But aside from that, like, I loved my boss. I loved being at the shop. I loved being around the flowers, and I'm gonna miss it a lot. I don't know, I feel like as I get older, I get more like pragmatic, and I'm kind of like, okay, like, this was fun and I really loved it and I'm so grateful for that time. But at the end of the day, like, I have to think about my future. My husband and I, we have to think about our future as a couple, as a pair. And I could come on here and cosplay a homemaking wife that doesn't have to work, but I don't live in Oklahoma. Like, I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, which is the most expensive, one of the most expensive areas in the nation. So I would love to to just be like, oh, now I'm baking and I'm at home and I don't have to work and all these things, but like, that's not the reality. And I think it's important that we operate in reality, like, just in general in society. I think a lot of this, I'm gonna go off on a tangent, but I think a lot of the rhetoric around, like, you know, being a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom, homemaker, all, and like the masculinity and femininity conversations, I think are like causing brain rot, right? Because there's like a reality aspect here of like, it's just expensive to survive. And where we are, like, I don't know of a couple who both people are not working full-time jobs. Like, I just don't. It's not a thing. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I think a lot of people, especially in the like traditional femininity community, have vilified women who work and who want to work or who have to work or whatever, as though it's this like horrible thing. And maybe it's not ideal, but it is reality. And this illusion of everybody being able to go and buy 50 acres of land and raise cows and sheep and everything, like, that's not going to happen for everyone, right? Like, and not everyone wants that too. So I say all that to say that, like, this is a channel that loves home and homemaking and lifestyle, and that's not going anywhere. But I also want it to be known that, like, you can be a homemaker and also work. Like, you can do both. They're not mutually exclusive. And also, as a married person, like, it's important for me that my husband and I make decisions together that are going to benefit both of us. And if at any point this job doesn't benefit both of us, or I'm feeling burnt out, or, you know, it's not working, then we will revisit. If at any point I go to my husband and I'm like, hey, like, this isn't working, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm feeling stressed, I'm not thriving, whatever, he has reiterated a million times, like, it's fine, you don't need, we will be okay, like, you don't have to do this. But I do recognize that like we have goals, we have dreams and things that we want to accomplish. And one of the goals that I have is to have my own flower shop one day. And how can I accomplish that if I am not actively working towards building up a nest egg for myself so that I can, you know, make that sort of financial leap one day and buy a flower shop of my own? I have to be able to, I have to have something to fall back on, or I have to have the funds to be able to do something like that. So I'm thinking in like, I'm thinking more broadly. I'm not thinking so like right now in the present moment. I'm thinking more about my future and my husband's future and our family's future and where we want to go. So that's pretty much what it is. And I'm, you know, like I said, I'm sad to be leaving the flower shop, but I am excited about my new position. Life takes you to all sorts of crazy places, and I feel really grateful that it led me to the flower shop, and now it is leading me in another direction, and I'm excited for the future. So that's it. I'm gonna check on my pie and see how she's doing. She's probably still not cooked through because I had way too much custard, but we will see. And then it has to cool, and then I'm gonna make the whipped cream to go on top. And yeah, hopefully it's good. We'll see. Okay, like I said, it gets dark at 4 p.m. So we've got some gorgeous overhead lighting for you. The pie is done. The instructions said to let it cool completely and then let it chill in the fridge, but it did say you could serve it at room temperature, so that's what I'm choosing to do. I made my own whipped cream to top it, and now I am just drizzling, or sprinkling rather, crushed ginger snaps on top. And we're gonna taste it. Probably gonna be hard to cut because it wasn't completely chilled, but I didn't feel like waiting till tomorrow. So let's go for it. I'm really excited. Whoa! God. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, this is what she meant. All right, let's see about this. Wow, that is really good. That is really good. Wow, could definitely use more setting time, chilling time, but the perfect blend of like warm pie flavors. It's so good. This is a winning recipe. It is delicious. I'm gonna put it in the fridge to chill just like this, and I think it'll be even better tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I have been trying to post more on this channel, so I will catch you in the next one. Now that like I said, I have a couple months off before I start my new job, so I will be posting a lot more between now and the end of the year. So I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.